again on the Crew 2. Has been a long time since I've played this, but wanted to hop in to check out the new Ariel Atom today. So this is obviously because there is a new update, new motor pass, and a few new other vehicles. I'm not going to bother with premium this time because, well, there's nothing new or interesting. Yeah, all you get is a Koenigsegg with a paint on it and some defenders and off-roady things with slightly different liveries on. So it doesn't really seem worth it. And the most interesting car, I think, is this, and you get this in the free version. So yeah, no point paying for it, and hopefully at some point I will have that. We'll possibly test that out in a video. If you guys enjoy me testing cars on the Crew 2, let me know what you think of this one, obviously, and yeah, we'll potentially come and test that once I've got it. But anyway, as I said, today is all about that new Ariel Atom, which, yes, has probably been in many other games, including Forza, that has the V8 version, but being the Crew 2, we probably have some cool customization, which I don't believe has ever been offered for an Ariel Atom before. So let's go and get it and see what we can do. So rather surprisingly, I should say, for the Crew 2, it's actually not that expensive. I mean, for an Ariel Atom, 297,000 is a lot, but yeah, it's something I can buy without going and saving credits, which is rather unusual on here. So we will hop in it. One thing I hadn't realised is the original Ariel Atom actually used the 1.8 litre Rover K-Series engine with 190 horsepower. It's been through several other iterations of engines, sort of ending up with between 2 litre and 2.4 litre VTECs now, from what I can work out, but it went through some GM engines and, well, it had a 500 horsepower V8 in one model. This isn't the V8, by the way. That's the one in Forza with the wing and stuff. But anyway, let's pick an colour. I feel like maybe the orange. Sure, we'll go with that for now. Ooh, there are many options of wheel. I think the black ones are actually the nicest. Right, let's buy this, head on out, see what it's like, and then go back and add some upgrades and customise the thing. So, here it is, in its bright orange paint. Oh, I forget, you can't do that on the Crew, it starts reversing. But yeah, look at that. I mean, it's about time they had an Ariel Atom in here. But there is something cool about the sort of original one, or the non-V8 one, I should say. So it's saying it has 320 horsepower. The closest engine I can find here in the list is a 321 horsepower, which is a 2 litre turbocharged direct injection VTEC. So it's one of the newer ones, it's not an old Rover engine, which is probably a good thing. So it's basically the most recent iteration of engine in a standard Atom, if you like. The V8 was a bit of a mad special, which, like I say, we've got in Forza. But yeah, there's something cool about the sort of normal spec one. Personally, I think it actually looks better without a wing and splitter. So it won't be quite as... yeah, it'll do that in the corners, but it's still just cool, isn't it? The original Atom. I kind of feel like it doesn't need upgrades either, it's just fun at this speed. Maybe I will just do visual stuff. But yeah, cool car, glad it's here. Like I say, we have got versions of it in other games. I think this version's been in other games, but being the Crew 2, we probably have some cool customization options. So let's head over to the house and see what we can do. I mean, there's not much to it, so it'll be interesting to see if they've managed to get any customization to sort of fit on what is essentially a bit of scaffolding. So here we are back at the house. We've got the other Ariel, the Nomad, in the background, and some of my other cars. But yeah, it's kind of odd that the Nomad was in here before the Ariel. They're both Ariels. Before the Atom. Yeah, but anyway, we've got the Atom, but yeah, it seems like quite an obvious car to not be in here. Kind of surprised it wasn't. Anyway, we appear to have some options here, so you can make that bit body coloured, or you can put fish tanks on it. Right. I mean, do we want to do either of those? Probably not. That looks very strange, having those bits painted. I wouldn't mind these vents on the side painted, but the headlights does look a bit odd. What's changed there? Are they carbon? I think they're carbon rather than plastic. That is very odd. That looks okay. Wait, what? Okay, that's starting to look more like the V8, although the V8 splitter I think is wider than that. And then we've got the different colours, and oh yeah, that's more like the V8 Atom. Oh my god, you can make it look like a... You know what that looks like? That looks like a Caparo T1. That mad open wheel thing. If we can do that with... I kind of want those bits still black, but I can't not do that if that's an option. With the carbon lights it kind of works, but there's kind of too much red in the middle. But that is mad, so I'm going to do that. Rims, what do we want? I'm actually tempted to go with that to match the... I barely ever have silver wheels, and to match the sort of frame, unless we can change the colour of the frame. I'll consider doing those in silver if we can't change the colour of the frame. I won't worry about calipers yet. What does that do? I prefer the just plain black actually on those. Okay, yeah, and that's like the V8 with the like side pod things. I feel like as the front's sort of mad and wide, we kind of have to match it at the back. Rear wing. Oh, that's cool actually. Maybe we should go with something body coloured to sort of balance out the amount of red at the front. So that's quite cool. You can do that in black as well. That's just stupid. Yeah, these are all horrible. I'm going to do that. That's something a bit different. Rear bumper. Okay, so we're basically changing the colour of the lights. Ooh, hang on, there's less lights there and a different back box. Oh, we've got a black... That looks good, actually, with the black back box. I quite like that. Ooh. I mean, look how many exhausts that... Sure. Why not? Oh, that's what we've done. What about interior? Can we not change the colour of the interior? Okay, interesting. That is interesting. That's not often a problem. No, I'm gonna go with the metallic purple. I know I've done that on a lot of cars, but it does look good on a lot of cars. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, then we might have to try and find something. I mean, there's always those, but those are just horrible. I think we might just have to go with the white tyre text. I won't do these because these are stupid. What about Underglow? Not sure how I feel about that. Sure, it's the Crew 2. Let's go a bit mad. I won't bother with those. Performance. Have I even got some 280 parts? They won't be the best parts available. I'm just going to put on what I've got. Oh, of course it's night time. Looks quite cool actually with the Underglow. I'm pleased I went for that in the end. Alright, well hopefully it won't be night too much longer, and then I can show you what it looks like with its new metallic purple paint. These headlights are useless. So, for the sake of doing something slightly different, I'm going to take the Ariel Atom up Pikes Peak, for no particular reason at all, except an open car from interior view going up a hill climb is kind of cool. And then hopefully by the time we get to the top, the sun will be fully up, it's getting a bit brighter, and we can take a proper look at this car. I've spun it already, which is unfortunate. But yeah, this thing's amazing from interior view, it's quite wild. I mean, it would be anyway, but with the sort of metallic purple up there, you can't quite see the, what I'm going to call the Caparo T1 wheel covers at the front. But, yeah. Actually, maybe I should probably start timing cars up here, shouldn't I? Similar to our Forza leaderboard. But, yeah, there's less new stuff on here. Maybe once we get to the Crew 3, I'll try and set something like that up. Now, why are there millions of cars here? So stupid. Okay, so just to show you what this thing should look like, I've just gone into photo mode and changed the weather settings a bit. I think it's rather cool, although actually, given we've got this crazy kind of stuff at the front, maybe it does look a bit bare at the back, not having a wing. I mean, it's got that wing, but I feel like maybe I might need to add a bit more of a wing just to balance the front. But in terms of weather, I like that we've got sort of more purple at the back to balance the purple at the front. Although, yeah, there's kind of more painted than I'd have liked in the middle here, but we've got a carbon splitter, so I don't know, I think it balances quite well between the carbon, the paint, and the silver bits. Yeah, I think it looks really cool. And the fact we can, well, actually, speaking of the Caparo T1, that's not been in anything for many years. It was in Motorsport something or other as a DLC that I never had, so I can't drive it, but that's a car that should be in something. But yeah, this is kind of as close as we're going to get in a modern game at the moment, I think. It does look really cool. So yeah, really pleased with what they've done. They've been quite creative with the customization on this, which they often are on the Crew 2, to be fair. But yeah, personally, it's the car I'm most interested in this update, and it's one you can just go and buy. You don't have to do the Motor Pass grind. And yeah, with the Motor Pass, like I said, I'm not going to buy Premium this time because they're all just repainted, reskinned cars we already have. And the one I'm interested in is you don't need the Premium Motor Pass for anyway. But yeah, I think that's really cool, the Ariel Atom. Hopefully you did enjoy me taking a first look at this. Do let me know if you enjoy me, well, playing the Crew 2 or reviewing cars on the Crew 2, because we've got the crazy thing that I showed you at the beginning, at the end of Motor Pass, that I will potentially come and test if you guys want to see that, so let me know. But yeah, that is going to do it for a first look at the Ariel Atom here on the Crew 2. Very cool addition. Yes, I know we've got the V8 in other games, but this has got mad customization, and it's cool to have the base model Atom finally in a game again. But yeah, that is going to do it for a first look at the Ariel Atom. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with the next video very soon.